Brilliance Audio.
Dance of a Burning Sea by E.J. Mellow. Performed by Madeline Lake and Nelson Hobbs. A pirate stood watching a man die. It was not an unusual occurrence, given such a profession as his. Yet, this time, he had nothing to do with the matter. One might wonder what sort of macabre court invited guests to watch someone be tortured. The answer was quite simple. The Thief Kingdoms. The crowd surrounding the pirate pushed closer, their ornate disguises poking into his worn leather coat, hungry for a better glimpse of the madness taking place in the center of the room. The smell of over-perfumed bodies, sweat, and desperation crept under his mask, invading his nose. And not for the first time this evening, he was reminded of where he stood, in the most ruthless and debasing kingdom in all of Aadilor, whose lenient laws invited large purses and larger fools, trading secrets and heavy coin for nights of folly and sin. The pirate had attended tonight not only out of curiosity, but also for his own ambition. He had fought hard to build a new life after abandoning the old. And while his current existence mirrored little of what he'd left behind, that was rather the point. Now his decisions were entirely his own, no longer weighed down by history or expectations. At least, these were the things he told himself. While he had not set out to become a pirate, he certainly didn't see reason in fighting the delinquent those in his past thought him to be. After all, he had not been born a man to act in half measures. And so, he had commandeered a ship and recruited a crew to serve him. Now this, he thought, an opportunity to be the first pirate captain in the Thief King's court. That constant, ambitious hunger clawed like a greedy beast in his chest, for he knew he would do everything in his power to secure a seat at court, even if a small part of him regretted entering the opulent Black Palace. His attention slid away from the cloaked and covered figures around him and back to the performance. The pirate had seen many die, but never in so beautiful a way as this. In the center of the onyx hall performed 3 women, singer, dancer, and violinist. Their liquid-hot song and intoxicating rhythm expanded from them in a rainbow of colors, their threads of power hitting unceasingly against a prisoner chained in the middle, a whipping of notes, punishing skin. But instead of screams of pain, the man moaned his pleasure. Here were goddesses incarnate, brought from the fade to lure the living to the dead, for their powers spoke of old magic, a time when the gods had not been lost, when Aadilor had been washed in their gifts. Their costumes were lavish, spools of inky hues, beads braided into silks that dripped into feathers and embroidered lace. Ornate, horned masks covered the trio's identities, and though their performance was not directed at him, the pirate was still washed with a cold dew of desperation, felt the strong pull of their magic. Gripping, teasing, tempting, devouring. It was a weaving of powers, meant to bewitch the mind and imprison the body. A spell of madness it was, and the captive in the center, its puppet. The prisoner howled in agonizing ecstasy, one hand reaching for the dancer as she skimmed teasingly near. His chains clanked against their restraints, keeping him out of reach, and he flopped to the black marble floor in a fit of anguish, wriggling and clawing at his face. His nails dragged through rivulets of blood dripping from his nose and ears, mixing with the puddle of urine beneath him. And the pirate watched. Never had he witnessed such vicious beauty, but he was learning quickly that in this world, the most dazzling things were fatal. And these 3 truly sparkled.